Hello Striders, welcome back to another league. No updates this time. Not nothing else. Blah. Let's try that again. Not much have changed since last time. It went well, and there's no reason to change things that aren't broken. And to be frank, I don't have any more tickets, so can't really do anything otherwise. Didn't open anything sweet in the treasure chests. So this hand is pretty loose. I mean, if we're up against like Tron or Scapeshift, we're pretty dead. If we're up against a deck where Terminate and Copehagen's command are preferable, then it's fine. Steam vents could be Storm. Sleight of hand. If this were like 2, maybe 3 years ago, I would say that this could have been like a Delver deck, but sleight of hand nowadays basically only indicates Storm. Probably fetching Blood Crypt with this. Maybe Steam Vents actually. It depends on what my opponent tries here. If my opponent goes for Baral or Electromancer, I think game 1 it's fine to terminate. Game 2 you might want to consider the protection spell. If they go for nothing, well then it's fine, I guess. Thought Scour, okay, not lands, not really what I'm hoping for. So I cast 2 Thought Scours, I've milled 3 spells and 2 lands. That's not possible. No, I used the fetch land too. Yup. So now I'm gonna call against command, back Snapcaster, and make them discard a card, I think. I mean, if they go for like ritual, I think I allow the first ritual, but I will counter a second ritual. It seems to be a tough sleight of hand. Interesting. I also need to keep mana available next turn for gifts. It would be a lot better if they played like Electromancer here, and I get to kill it plus returning Snapcaster Mage. Jeez, this is the most intense sleight of hand so far. So I guess I grab Mountain with this. Are they like counting if they can win this turn? They can't win this turn, right? No. Or I mean, yeah, sure, they could go Ritual, Manamorphose, Baral or Electromancer, and then go from there. In that case, I probably Mana Leak. As if they resolve Baral with 1 mana, with only 1 mana, I guess. It depends. We're gonna do it or what? I guess I pause. Maybe my opponent passed out or something. I'm gonna pause. Alright, turns out that my opponent is back and they did something, and looks like we're passing the turn. I'm gonna call against command for sure. I need to make a move. I think I go grab Mountain. Not that my life total is super important, but you know, might as well. Hello, opponent. Mm-hmm. Because I don't want to sit here doing nothing. Even though I probably just get a land with Copehagen's command, it's still a resource. I mean, for example, if they have like faithless looting or whatever, it's still okay. And if they have like a remand, sure. They do. They have a spell pierce main board. Alright. Well, I guess I play Scalding Tarn. I have an island left. I've drawn super poorly. And I need to keep 4 mana open for mana leak plus terminate, or I mean pay for a spell pierce. Do I have any duels left? I have a watery grave and a Stevens. No, I have a Stevens in play. Okay. Well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 lands, so I have not that many left. Ace of Charm is good. I could use, and I'm probably going to, use Ace of Charm end of turn. But I'm worried about like gifts, shenanigans. Yeah. We will not have that. Now I guess if I is a charm and they have another gift, it's kinda bad. Merchant Scroll. It is kinda funny that Merchant Scroll is legal in Modern, and I've used it in like one deck, and only as a one-off. But it is kinda good. Okay, discard 2 lands. Thought Scour myself. Delver. And another land. I'm probably gonna die this turn, but that's how it is. Collective Brutality is kinda interesting, and I'm somewhat interested in keeping Fatal Push. I'm gonna go like that. And I am going to do this. Now I can take the gifts, and I go through Spell Pierce as well. Let's see what you got. If you have a remand, then we will kinda see. I mean, maybe they only have lands, but I don't think so. What do you got? What do you got? I think if gift resolve, I'm probably dead. Alright, something's happening. It is a remand. I think I just do it anyway. And I guess there's no point doing it with 2 modes this time around. Now if they have a spell pierce as well, then that's that. Okay, so they have... I have to take gifts, and then they go Electromancer, so they have like 2 draws. The natural draw and Manamorphose. I think I have to gamble here. I had to gamble with the Brutality, because I know they had gifts and I couldn't stop it otherwise. So I get to draw, if they go like land, Electromancer go, for example. I mean, if they didn't draw another draw spell, it's very, very risky to try to go off. Even with 2 draw spells, it's not guaranteed. And I guess if they don't have any, then they shouldn't play Electromancer either, but they are going to. Well, let's see if we survive. Yeah, they drew Past in Flames, sure. Sure. Well, then I'm dead. Of course they drew Past in Flames. 2 draws, draws Past in Flames, no problem. I had like 15 draws and I managed to draw 1 creature. Thoughtseize, Dispel, Nile Spellbomb, 1 Anger, Counter Squall. I guess Shadow Doubt works too. And Rector Charm, I suppose. Oops, I don't want Fulminate Mage. Don't think we need Terminate. Don't really need Colligan's Command either. Want Thoughtseize. Oh, we want Nile Spellbomb and we want Anger. I guess Thoughtseize. We can probably cut like 2 Fatal Push at least to bring in Thoughtseize Dispel. Maybe we cut all Fatal Push. That gives us 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 ways to kill, 7 ways to kill their creatures. I think that's fine. One land. Nope. 1 land. Yep. And this cry is pretty insignificant. If it is a land on if it is a fetch land on top, what do I do? Then I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I guess if it is specifically a fetch land on top, I will keep. Or I won't crack this. Think island, then I'd rather just roll a die. Maybe. I think so. I have 2 draws to find any land. Spell Pierce. Of course. Serum Visions. Of course. So next turn I can do Spell Pierce or Bolt plus Tasigur. Hopefully that will be good enough. And then the turn after that I can go for the other one, or Counter Squall, or Brutality, whatever. Depends on my draw. Merchant Scroll. It's fine. And I think... do I have to crack this? No, not really. I'm gonna get Stiments anyway, but no point in taking damage. Sure. Or do I counter that? No, I don't think so. There's definitely some thought to spell piercing this, since I want to use up my mana. And maybe they are lacking lands, which they seem to be doing. But yeah. Nice. So they're missing lands. I'm not gonna use Collective Brutality here. I'm just gonna sit on my mana now. Oh, they drew land. And a good land to boot. How lucky. Baral has to resolve. Now they can remand or protect him in various ways. Dispel. I guess I spell pierce that. Okay. Grabbing Blood Crypt. Land. Gurmy. So I could play Brutality, pitching, Counter Squall. That would give me enough cards to play Gurmag and put lethal on the board. Or I can keep Counter Squall up. I think I actually rather do that. Gifts, anger, pieces of the puzzle. So they can play Baral. Yeah, they should be dead here. I'm gonna take gifts. It's the only card that actually matters. And I guess we keep nothing. Then maybe I should have pitched Snapcaster, but yeah, I think they're dead. Anger is pretty interesting. I brought in anger. What does that mean? Maybe I want like one failed push and don't care about anger. On the draw, maybe failed push is more what I want to be doing. Brutality doesn't seem amazing anymore. I mean, yes, if they go with Electromancer, it's probably pretty good. Maybe I bring out Mana Leaks and bring in Fatal Pushes on the draw. Yeah, that seems good. I still have Spell Pierce, is a Charm, Counter Squall, Thoughtseize and Deprive to attack their non-creatures. So they bring in anger. It's kind of weird. I mean, sure, if I go turn 1 Delver, turn 2 Delver, then it's pretty good. Yeah, I guess. Gonna go turn 1 Thought Scour, turn 2 Spellbomb probably. That's my guess. Turn 3 Click, turn 4 don't know, Crack Spellbomb. Maybe. At least this hand lacks interaction. We have the Spellbomb, but that only counters like I mean, they can still go off pretty big without the graveyard. But I do have a clock, which is important. I think it's more, I would rather keep a hand with a lot of ways to present a clock and lands, rather than keeping a hand with lands and answers, because if we're just gonna sit there and trade 1 for 1, eventually I will run out of answers, so I need to present a clock before I can start sitting on answers. Best draw, I would guess Fatal Push and then Tasigur, perhaps. It depends on what my opponent does, obviously. My opponent needs to speed up a little bit. I mean, that's also something we could have done. We could have waited game 1 for them to flash everything back and use gifts a couple of times and merchant scroll and then eventually kill us just because their clock is ticking. I mean, that's not a horrible plan. See, now they're at less than 11 minutes. It would probably have taken them 3 to 4 minutes to win last game. Sure. I'm glad I didn't play like Baral or Electromancer here. 'Cause I don't got anything against that. Oh, I drew Fatal Push and Spell Pierce. Not too shabby. I'm gonna try to resolve Spell Bomb now. And it is in play. So now I have Fatal Push for Baral. If they play Baral with a land and then go, I probably go for like Thought Scour. Probably respond to Baral with Thought Scour. Probably not actually. I don't think it's correct to try to kill him. They concede? Okay. They probably have like lands and not much. Well, my draws were pretty poor, but it doesn't matter. I would have resolved Click, and then I would sit on Snapcaster together with Spell Pierce and Fatal Push, and yeah. Thanks for watching. I'll bring you the other league matches.
Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe. It really helps us out. If you enjoyed this content, please consider supporting us at patreon.com/magicgatheringstrat.